Have you ever noticed this? Some people change the entire atmosphere around them without saying a single word. They don't shout, they don't beg. They simply become silent, and suddenly the air shifts. People grow restless. They start looking for them, and those who once believed they knew them completely suddenly realize they never knew them at all. Now think, what would happen if you did the same? What if you stopped reacting instantly to everything? What if you chose silence instead of arguments? What if, instead of answering every small thing, you stepped back for a moment? This is where real power is hidden. When you stop being constantly available, emotionally, verbally, mentally, people lose the ability to control you, because all this time, they've been controlling you through your reactions. Sometimes through your anger, sometimes through your habit of saying yes too quickly, sometimes through your fear. But the day you cut those strings, the game changes. And on that very day, people realize they never truly understood you. When you suddenly become unavailable, notice who panics, who gets angry, who desperately tries to provoke you to pull out the old version of you again. That reaction tells you everything about them and about you. The truth is, you've been spending your energy on people who never deserved it. Every time you said yes, you made yourself smaller. Every time you replied instantly, you handed your power to someone else. Every emotional reaction burned your own blood from the inside. And at the end of the day, what do you have left? Exhaustion, irritation, and a strange emptiness you can't even put into words. But listen carefully. The reason you feel this way is because you've been far too available to people who never deserved even a moment of your silence. This does not mean turning your back on the world. It means choosing yourself first. Great sages have said that true discipline begins with self-awareness. When you understand that silence is more powerful than 1,000 arguments, a new strength is born within you. When you step back, not to escape, but to regain awareness, that step back becomes a form of spiritual discipline. So let me ask you, how long will you remain tied to other people's emotions? How long will you keep dancing like a puppet every time someone pulls a string? When someone touches your wounds, isn't it time to cut those strings? Become a little mysterious, because the moment you stop being available all the time, everything begins to change. From childhood, we're taught one thing: always say yes. Keep everyone happy. Respond quickly. Don't let anyone get upset. Slowly, we're conditioned to believe that our worth lies in how available we are. But the truth is exactly the opposite. Being overly available is not a virtue, it's a prison. The more available you are, the more you become a toy in other people's hands. People treat you like a button. They press you when they need attention. They look for you when they need comfort. They remember you when they need support. And once their need is fulfilled, they set you aside. How many times have you smiled just because you couldn't say no? How many times did you reply even when you were exhausted, just because you were afraid someone might get upset? How many times did you hide your true feelings just to avoid rejection? This is self-betrayal. This is how you deceive yourself. And this is the trap most people are living in today. Your energy is not unlimited. Every yes, every reaction drains something from within you. And when that energy is wasted repeatedly, you become hollow. People don't truly care about you. They care about your usefulness, your presence, your support. your empathy, only for as long as they need it. The moment you draw boundaries, the moment you say, enough, people start calling you changed, strange, cold. But you haven't changed. You've simply stopped being useful to them. And this is the biggest truth. The more available you are, the cheaper you become. Anything that is always available loses its value. Respect comes only when something requires effort to access. If you're always present, why would anyone value you? So ask yourself, who truly deserves your time, your attention, your presence? And even more importantly, who deserves your absence? But before answering that, we must understand why we react so quickly. Why do we bend every time? Why is this habit of instant response so deeply ingrained? The answer lies in energy. Carl Jung said the human mind is not a machine. It is an energy system. Every thought, every emotion, every reaction consumes internal energy. The real question is, do you decide where your energy goes? Or does the world decide for you? When you respond to meaningless criticism, when you explode at provocation, when you try to please people who don't value you, you're pouring your life energy into places that give nothing back. Jung said, what you resist persists. Every reaction pulls you deeper into the same trap. This is why so many people feel constantly exhausted. They aren't weak. Their energy is just flowing in the wrong direction. And a tired person is never a lion. A tired person becomes prey. Such people are easy to recognize. Those who exploit your fatigue, your restlessness, your habit of reacting to everything, they know you'll respond. They know you can't say no. They know you'll carry everyone's burden. So they place their weight on your shoulders. But Jung also said, a powerful mind is one that can preserve its energy. That means learning to say no without guilt. Learning to stay silent without fear. Learning to observe before reacting, because true power is not in reaction. It's in choosing the right moment and the right action. How many nights have you lost replaying unfinished conversations, thinking, what should I have said? Why did they say that? Why didn't I respond differently? This is energy leakage. You keep dead shadows alive, and they keep draining you. Energy is a shield. When you protect it, your presence commands respect without words. You enter a room and people feel you without you saying anything. But when your energy is scattered, you're ignored. Your voice carries no weight. You appear weak, fractured. So start observing. What triggers you instantly? Which words steal your calm? Which situations drag you back into old patterns? These are your leaks. This is where your power escapes. This doesn't mean becoming cold or heartless. It means becoming conscious, not numb, but aware, not detached, but sovereign. Jung explained that when a person learns to preserve their energy, other people's projections lose power over them. Those who want to mold you, use you as an emotional mirror, their influence collapses. This is where the game deepens. Those who fed off your kindness, those who leaned on you endlessly, those who feared your silence, they were living off your energy, like a vine clinging to a tree. The moment the tree stops bending, the vine begins to dry. So the next time you say no, the next time you don't react, the next time you choose silence, understand, the game is changing. Your unavailability becomes their crisis, and that crisis forces them to look inward. Your silence is not weakness. It is the strength of your soul. But this journey becomes uncomfortable. Those who used you will provoke you, criticize you, label you cold or strange. The problem isn't you. The problem is you're no longer playing their game. And here comes the deepest truth. The modern world is addicted to noise. Everyone wants to speak. Everyone wants instant replies. Everyone wants to prove themselves, even at the cost of inner peace. But real power doesn't live in noise. It lives in silence. This silence is not cowardice. It's conscious silence. The kind that deepens presence. The kind that speaks louder than words. When you stop reacting, you start seeing. And when you start seeing, patterns emerge. Patterns that were invisible before. The same people, the same situations, the same games. Awareness is dangerous to those who want control. Because once you see, their tricks fail. When people panic at your silence, it's not because they miss you, it's because your silence takes away their narrative. As long as you speak, you're in the game. The moment you go quiet, you change the rules. True silence is not the absence of sound. It's mastery over your energy. Yes, you'll lose people. Yes, some will call you cold, arrogant, distant. But they never wanted to understand you. They wanted to use you. And when you choose silence, you don't lose yourself. You find yourself. Your drained energy returns. Your core strengthens. Fake connections fall away. Noisy spaces disappear. It hurts. It feels lonely. It feels wrong. But this pain is not loss. It's rebirth. When you stop being available to everyone, you become available to yourself. This is freedom. No one can pull your strings anymore. No one can trigger your wounds because you are rooted in silence. And remember this final truth. When you're available to everyone, you become cheap. When you choose silence, you become priceless. Everything that is abundant loses value. What is rare earns respect. So make your silence rare. Make your presence valuable. Protect your energy.